E.N.D here. With the official release of Commander Legends, the next set that everyone will start to talk about and focus on will be Kaldheim, the winter set. Scheduled to be released on February 5th, 2021, pre-released January 29th, 2021. And this means only one thing. It's time for my Kaldheim prediction video.
Hey, stop! Are you not telling us how you scored on your Zendikar Rising predictions video?
Yes, my darling, just give me a second, I was going to announce it. So before I start my Kaldheim predictions, let's have a look how I scored on my Zendikar Rising predictions. Spoiler alert, I did scored well. Here are my Zendikar Rising predictions. First prediction, no Eldrazi. This was an easy guess, scored 10 out of 10. Second prediction, will explore the mythic and magic of Zendikar. Another guess, 9 out of 10, as Zendikar Rising is a set centered around the magic plane of Zendikar and the mysteries of the Roil. Third prediction, return of masterpieces. Another guess, 8 out of 10, only because I thought that these will be in booster packs, not in box toppers. Fourth prediction, the return of fetchlands. Another nice guess, 10 out of 10, because I predicted that fetchlands can return in Zendikar Rising as box toppers. Fifth prediction, totally new land cycle. Another good guess, 7 out of 10. Zendikar is synonymous with lands, and therefore a new land cycle was an easy prediction. Didn't thought of these new modal double face land cards. Sixth prediction, full art basic lands. Not that much of a difficult prediction, 10 out of 10. 7 and 8 prediction is related to the 3 Planeswalkers. I predicted that Nissa, Jace and Ugin will be the 3 Planeswalkers in Zendikar Rising. I'm giving myself a 6 out of 10 because I missed Ugin by one set. Ugin was released in Corsa 2021. Ninth prediction, the start of a new story arc. Here I didn't guess 2 out of 10, even though I still believe that the story of Zendikar Rising will continue in another future set. 10th prediction, New Phyrexia. I predicted that after Zendikar Rising, we'll be going to New Phyrexia. This is not guessed, so 0 out of 10, because eventually we will return to Innistrad. Overall, I believe it's quite a good result. Now that we had a very good look at my Zendikar Rising prediction, let's start with my Kaldheim predictions. First prediction, Vikings, Warriors and Cowards. Because the set is heavily influenced by the Norse mythology, Vikings are a must. I'm sure that Vikings creatures will feature in this set. As Vikings were fearless warriors and Zendikar Rising introduced the party mechanic, whom warriors are part of, sure we'll have powerful Vikings warriors. During the time that Vikings ruled Northern Europe, they installed fear in everyone they faced. And that's why I believe that Coward's creature type will be heavily exploited in this particular set. Second prediction, Snowlands and Snow Permanents. Kaldheim is a very cold plane. Therefore my next prediction is the return of Snowlands and Snow Permanents. Snowlands are among the most beloved basic lands out there, last featured in a Magic the Gathering set in Modern Horizon, and in a standard set we have to go back to 2006 in Cold Snap. Along with Snowlands, we'll surely have Snow Permanents, permanents that can interact with generated snow mana. These can be of any type, creatures, artifacts or enchantments. Third prediction, a new god cycle. When we speak of the Norse mythology, a part of Vikings, one of the things that pops in mind are the mythic Norse gods. Odin, Thor, Loki, Freya, etc. etc. As for Theros, a set heavily influenced by the Greek mythology, and Amonkhet, a set heavily influenced by the Egyptian mythology, Kaldheim, a set heavily influenced by the Norse mythology, can have a new cycle of gods. Here I'm predicting that contrary to the main set of Theros and Amonkhet, which had a god for each color, Kaldheim will have 2 3-color gods, all of them mythic rarity and all of them very powerful legendary creatures for Commander. Fourth prediction, strong artifact equipments. I have stated that Vikings were fearless warriors, and they were such good warriors not only because of their skills and courage, but also because of their weapons. In Zendikar Rising, we have cards that have a perfect synergy with artifacts, like Nahiri, Heir of the Ancient, but we don't have strong artifact equipment cards. That's why I'm predicting a strong artifact equipment cycle in Kaldheim. Also, if my third prediction will be correct, we can have an artifact cycle based on the gods' weapons. Odin's Spear, Gungnir, Thor's Hammer, Mjolnir, Kaldheim Sword, Hofud, etc. etc. Third proof, the set simple, a double X. Fifth prediction, legendary powerful creatures. Apart from the gods, Norse mythology include a vast amount of mythical creatures. Fenrir the Wolf, Jormungandr the Serpent, Sleipnir the Horse of Odin, Hugin and Mjolnir, Odin's Ravens, etc. etc. Therefore, I'm predicting that Kaldheim will feature cards representing these legendary creatures. Sixth prediction, giants, dwarves, elves, and zombies. Surprising enough, Norse mythology also mentions such type of creatures. Jotnar are giants having powers rivals that of the gods. The dwarves, which lived underground, is said to have crafted the finest weapons and jewelry, including Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. Dakolfor, the dark elves, and Yosolfor, the light elves. And last, the Draugr, which are the undead in Norse mythology. Seventh prediction, the three Planeswalkers, Ramas, Chandra, and Angrat. Let's start with Ramas and Chandra. Both of them have a connection with the plane of Kaldheim. Ramas, a shaman planeswalker who was a pawn in Nikos Bolas' hands, tricked Chandra to steal the Dragon Scroll, which eventually led to the rise of the Eldrazi on Zendikar. They finally met and fought on Kaldheim, but Ramas escaped. So both of them have some unfinished business here. Angrat also has a connection with the plane of Kaldheim, having visited on an occasion, but its purpose is still unknown. That's why my three Planeswalker prediction for Kaldheim are these particular three. Eighth prediction, an enchantment or a cycle of enchantments that will heavily influence the battlefield. In the Norse mythology, it's all about one particular catastrophic event, Ragnarok. Our Norse stories and legends lead to this event, the end of the gods and the world, so that a new world is born. And that's why I'm predicting an enchantment mythic card or even a cycle that when played, they will heavily influence the battlefield. My wish. This is not really a prediction, this is what I wish for Kaldheim. The return of Gideon. Because of fearless warriors and the legend of Valhalla, the majestic hall located in Asgard ruled by Odin, where the Valor Viking warriors who died in combat go, the most fearless warrior fallen in the War of the Spark was Gideon, and Gideon can make a return in Kaldheim. Yes, wishful thinking, but why not? So these were all my predictions for Kaldheim. Leave me a comment below what are your predictions for this set, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.